How much time should someone be allotted for their transaction at a store? Like the time from when you pay the person handing you back your card or change and then the product you just purchased. How much time do you have to get yourself situated from that transaction? Because I think you should get a full-on 32 seconds. You should get a full-on 32 seconds. I think 32 seconds is enough time for you to put your card back in your wallet, put your change in your wallet, or put your change in your pocket, get all of that situated, grab your stuff, and then head out the door. But some people, man, they like to rush you. When you got that time, that's your time. When I'm at that counter, that is my time to do everything that I need to do. Okay? You don't need to start stepping up until you see me completely moved out of the way. One of the things I can't stand is I'm feeling rushed behind me. Now I got to move to the side, my wallet on the counter. I'm trying to get my money situated and everything. You ever feel so rushed in that situation? You just walk out with everything still in your hand? Wallet, cash, food, drink. You just walk out like you done stole everything. Like you didn't just been, you walking out disheveled. Let's allot people the proper time during that time. Because I'm telling you right now what's going to start happening. I'm finna just start turning around and yelling at people and saying, you can wait. Ain't no need to press me. These kolaches ain't going nowhere. Let's start the show. Welcome to another episode of the Tutson Interruption. My name is Trey Tutson. First off, thank you to everybody that came out to the live Tutson Interruption in Bryan, Texas. We had a fantastic time out there. I had a great time out there. I got twerked on by a girl that used to strip, and she was built like she used to strip. She was like, I used to strip. I was like, I can tell. Nothing about your body says current. There's nothing about you that says that you are currently doing anything active. Her and her friend, she had a friend, her and her friend both used to strip. And I'm going to tell you, they had the bodies that made you realize, oh, they'll let anybody strip. They'll let anybody do this. You ain't even got to look good or be good. If you have it in your heart to strip, you can do it. See, this is what happens in society when we give everybody a ribbon. When you are not allowed, or it is not acceptable to make people earn a ribbon, and you show up and you get a participation trophy, what happens is places like the Gentlemen's Club, they fall off. The talent falls off because now you got to be accepting to everybody. You got to accept everybody that show up. That ain't right, in my opinion. That ain't right at all. That ain't fair. And we need to do something about that. We need to figure out a way to fix all of that. And start making these strippers earn their spots again. Because then she got up there and she twerked, and it was disappointing. I had a good time, though, on stage. I had a good time. The comedians that went up, thank y'all for showing up. I showed up. This is the thing, man. I went out there to Bryan, Texas. It ain't that far from where it's a nice drive where I live. From my driveway to the venue is about 2 hours and 10 minutes. And I thought the show started at 10 p.m. I'm sorry. I thought the show started at 11 p.m. And I showed up at, I left out my house to show up at 11. I'm like, it might start a little late. So if I get there around 11:07, 11:10, cool. Man, the show started at 10. So I ended up being an hour late. They was doing all this stuff to stall and everything that was going on. But I appreciate it, man. We showed up. I rocked out with them for about 80 minutes on stage, getting it in, cutting up. End of the show, they want to have me back to do another one. So I will be in Bryan, Texas again. Damn, they gave me the date. I forgot. I gotta get the date again. But I'll be back out there again in Bryan, Texas. But when the show ended, it's a small town. It's a small town, small Texas town. So it's easy to get love out there. If you display any type of talent in any way in Bryan, Texas, they going to show you some love. They going to show you a lot of love. So I did good. I did fine. I didn't do my best, but I did good. I put on a pretty good show for 80 minutes. Show's over with. I'm kind of getting flirted with. Flirted with a lot. And in a town like that, it's not, you're not finna find the mother of your children. At the most, you are finding a good time for that night. That's all you finding, if that, is a good time for that night. Man, I'm seeing the women that are showing up. Dog, nobody's a good look. It was one lady out there that was a good look. But then this is all like, I want you to know, it's a college town. So it's all young women. The women that's showing up like this in their late 20s, early 30s, they are busted. Okay? They are ran through. You don't want to do that. You don't no man want to stick his meat in an Arby sandwich. Because that's all that you finna be pressing up against is Arby sandwiches. So I'm like, man, look at this, look at that. So I'm like, all right, I'm out here. I got a nice drive. I've been drinking a lot. I have been drinking, so I'm kind of like, all right, if this the town, you know what I'm saying? And this ain't nothing. I'm letting you know like this. Whatever I do on the road, which that ain't really the road, but whatever I do that's outside of these city limits, it ain't going nowhere. It's going nowhere. I'm blocking and deleting you as I'm getting dressed. You could text me, be like, text me when you make it home. I'm like, I will. You just ain't gonna be able to say nothing back. Anyway, this girl shows up. She was nice. She was saying all the right stuff, calling me a beautiful black man. I don't even get called that. I don't never get called that. I'm like, okay, all right, appreciate that. Cool. She nice and saying sweet stuff, and she's like when you in these towns and it's just Arby sandwiches. That's all it is out there. It's Arby sandwiches. When a Long John Silver, no more food references. You get what I mean. Out of all of the booger wolves that was out there, this was the most decent one. And I guess it's because she used to strip. And this story gonna get a little graphic, but this what kind of happened. This ain't no kind of what happened. This what happened. She's being nice to me. Oh, you're such a beautiful man. Yada, yada. All this. Oh, you nice. I'm just looking at her trying to see, if something go down tonight, what could I close my eyes or what could I focus on, that'll like make me be able to power through this. Because sometimes you got to do that. Sometimes you can't look at the whole person. Sometimes they have a little crevice. They have a little part of their body that make you be like, okay, all right, no, I'm going to focus on that. No, that shoulder. It's something about that shoulder. Something about the way her shoulder is. I don't know what it is. Women beautiful all over. You just got to sometimes you got to find the beauty spots. You got to find the spot that make them beautiful. Some women ain't beautiful all over. Some women just got a little section. Some people, some dudes, some women be like that. Some women be like, hey, this dude ain't nothing right about him, but right now he don't even know. I'm smashing that bicep. I'm going to focus on this bicep. So everybody don't look good with the lights on. So I'm looking at her, trying to see like, okay, what? I'm like, okay, she got some boobs on her. All right, we could do something with the boobs. You know, with her neck in order. Like her neck, she had a nice neck. I gotta give her that. Like it was a nice neck. Cause you could tell she had 4 kids. She had custody of 0 of them. That right there lets you know that's blocked and deleted, baby. What do you want me to do? You got 4 kids. The only positive in this is that I know you're gonna give it up. I know you're gonna give it up. So, but her neck was nice. She had kept her neck in order from all them pregnancies. You could tell she did a lot of exercise, a lot of this, or maybe she used to baby mama drama. Maybe her neck had a lot of strength, and she was able to keep the weight down in that neck because she was working it so much on people. You better have all of the money. I need my baby needs shoes. Like maybe she was doing a lot of this, and the neck weight was able to stay down from that. So I'm sitting there. So she come over there. She flirting with me. She saying all this nice stuff. I'm like, all right, cool. So I'm examining her. I find 2 things. I was all right, boobs and neck. Boobs and neck and eyebrows. Eyebrows was on point. So I was like, all right, bet. Boobs and neck, baby. Boobs, neck, and eyebrows. We in there. She being nice. She flirts. She saying stuff. Something happened. Out of nowhere, she decides that she wants to twerk on me. I don't know how the conversation came up. She decided she wanted to twerk on me. And she starts twerking on me. And man, when I tell you, the stench that flew from out of them shorts, dog, like, some smells are criminal. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's sometimes somebody could do something so foul, or something could come out of somebody's body that's so foul and so filthy and so raunchy that they shouldn't be allowed to come outside. Somebody should be examining them to make sure that when they go out into society, they are not disturbing people's day. Dog, she was doing all this stuff in my face. First of all, it wasn't really no booty. She wasn't twerk built. You understand what I'm saying? She wasn't twerk appropriate. So I'm sitting there like, oh man. So I don't want to say nothing because I don't know what happened. Women bodies is different. Their pHs, all this stuff is all. So I ain't finna yell nothing out and embarrass her even more, which I don't think I really can embarrass her. She used to be a stripper. Ain't no shame in her game at all. So then all she did was she invited me to go out. We finna go over to such and such. You should meet me over there. Yada, yada, yada. I was like, look, just be real. What are the chances of us going back to your place, you taking a shower first, and us hooking up? What's the chances of that? She looked at me and said, oh, I'm not that kind of girl. Lady, you are a 30-year-old ex-stripper. You have to be every type of girl if you want a shot at anything. You a 30-year-old ex-stripper with 4 kids. Captain Bust Down. Come on now. I'm surprised you've even seen a bedroom when it came to something romantic. Everything you do, fog up windows. But anyway, I respected her wishes. I'm not that kind of girl. I'm like, I ain't gonna say nothing to you, bitch. You an ex-stripper in Bryan, Texas. You trying to get your life together. I salute you. I wasn't gonna do nothing but smash your breast, neck, and eyebrows anyway. But God bless you. So she finally leave, and then 2 other Arby sandwiches show up. And I'm like, oh, Lord, okay. They show up, so they cool for a little while. One of them is toe down drunk. One of them is toe up drunk. She toe back. She all the way toe back, right? I'm like, oh, man. This lady drunk as hell. So I'm like, oh, man. She starts talking to me. I'm like, this ain't going nowhere. She telling me I'm from Michigan. I'm like, oh, they a special kind of racist up there. That Michigan racism is something special. They only root for the black people that play basketball up there. Michigan, Indiana, if you can hoop, you protect it. Excuse me, everybody on the audio, I'm lighting my cigar. This is why you need to get on the visual, baby. You hear pause, now you know why it's pause. Oh, he's lighting a cigar. And scared, I gotta like talk through this. This hot good right here. How I sound right now? Hey, get right there. Well, mom used to sound like that in the morning. That's how I remember her telling me get ready for school. Hey, son, go ahead, get ready for school. Get right now. Hey, mama, what's in your mouth? Don't worry about none of that. Just get ready for school. Trying to get you some lunch money. Anyway, no, I'm just playing. So this Arby sandwich come over. She flirted with me and everything. She cool, she nice. But she keep telling me, I got a sister for you. I got a sister for you. She only hooks up with black guys. I got a sister for you. I'm like, all right, call your sister. Put your sister on the phone. She put her sister on the phone. Her sister get on the phone. Now, I told you, my red flag is this. If we hit you with the FaceTime and you don't turn the light on, that let me know everything I need to know. Her sister get on the phone. Her sister add me on Snapchat. I'm talking to her sister. I'm realizing, like, I need to just go home. Why don't I just get in the car and drive my black ass home? What am I doing? I'm about to catch a case I don't need out here because all of these women come with allegations. Remember, we love everybody on this podcast, but we know who be out here catching everybody slipping. There's a lot of women that love to kill a mockingbird. So I got out of there. I left. But I want to know, women that are Arby sandwich built, why are y'all so reluctant with giving up the goods? Is it because y'all know that if you keep hooking up with whomever, that it's kind of decreasing your value or decreasing your chances of getting chose? Because all these women, you see these women, they ain't never been chose. They are smash and dashes. So why are you reluctant in that area? And I ain't gonna lie, I feel bad for anybody that ain't never been chose, that ain't never had nobody be like, yeah, this is who I'm with, like on some proud. You know what I'm saying? Like being proud of having a partner that's proud of them, having somebody to show them off, and oh man, you're gonna meet my family, and you ain't never had nothing like that. I feel for you, but I also say, if that is your life, know your role. Know your role. Know your role in society. Listen, if I somehow happen to end up with a woman that is just way out of my league, to the point where I can't even explain why I am with this woman, I understand when I am in that situation. Oh, I'm a stepping stone player. Like, I'm just in between right now. She's using me to get over the billionaire that just dumped her. Y'all ain't gonna know nothing, but I ran out of space for recording. So, but I think we left off at just knowing your role, just knowing where you at in that situation. Nothing went down, nothing happened. I'm actually happy. Like, sometimes you never like want to give up something. You like, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm done with this, whatever. And then an opportunity comes up where you could have did it, and then things fall through. You end up not doing it. You was gonna do it, but something happened where you wasn't able to go through with it. And I was like, and then you be happy afterwards, like, man, I'm glad I didn't do that shit. I'm so happy I didn't do that shit. I'm so happy that I just took my black ass home. That's how I feel. I'm very happy that I was able to go home. But I had a good time in Bryan, Texas. Came back, did some shows and stuff like that. Don't forget, y'all, my album comes out, my comedy album, my debut first comedy album ever. It comes out June 9th. I'm very excited. I want to say thank you to everybody that showed love. A lot of people show love. I got a few more people I'm going to reach out to, see if they can share the link and everything. The pre-order link is up. If you go to my Facebook, Trey Tutson, TRETUTSON, you'll see a post there. Matter of fact, I'm going to pin that post. The post will be pinned by the time you hear this. And you can go to that. You can go to that link. You can hit that link and pre-order it through iTunes and Amazon Music and whatever. I need help. Just share stuff. Spread the word. I'm very excited about it. I'm very happy about it. Concept was good. And hopefully soon I'm going to try to put something together where I can film that thing as a special. I like that material, and I would like to document it in a with the visual. Like, I like people to have a video version of that material. But anyway, Lakers letting me down. Got they ass swept. You know what, man? This is the thing. I didn't want Jokic to be that good. But goddamn it, he's that good. Jokic is that good. Sometimes it be weird. Sometimes you root for people. You root against people. Because it just feel good. You just don't want certain stuff to be true. I don't mind rooting against people. I got no problem. And it's not even a hater thing. It ain't no hater thing. I don't believe in that. I saw a girl post something about being a hater. I was just like, I hope you never reproduce. I hope you never have. I hope nobody fucks you. That's a Kanye line. Hater bitches have hater. What is it? Hater niggas get hater bitches, and hater bitches have. Hater niggas fuck hater bitches and have hater kids. I fucked that whole thing up, but that's how it go. I don't want that. You don't want to have a baby with a bitch that's a hater. That's not a good look at all. You gonna raise some raggedy, fucked up, hating ass kids. Some kids that ain't never truly happy for nobody. This is what I'm saying. If you are a hater, right? It's in you. This is what you do, and you always know a hate motherfucker because they the messiest people in the world. They love gossip. They love to hear shit, and if you try to spin shit for it to be positive, they get upset with that. They counter is always on some hating shit. So I just want to know this though. If you are a hating ass person to the core, why would you can't be upset if you got a lonely life? You can't. There ain't nothing. I don't know. Like I don't know how to be like that. Like Jokic, I was rooting against Jokic. Like I was rooting against Jokic, but I was mainly rooting against Jokic because I was fans of the other people more. I can justify. That's the thing is. If you can root against somebody as long as there's like a true justification. Like you can actually justify it. Hey, why was you rooting against Jokic? Well, I was just more fans of these other guys because they're connected to, me growing up and watching basketball and blah, blah, blah. So I'm kind of rooting for the old guys. And look, just so you know, if you want to know if you old or not, if your ass was rooting for LeBron in that series, you old, dog. Something deep down inside. Tell the truth, it's just something deep down inside. You rooting for him. You rooting for him and Steph and KD. And if you find yourself not rooting for Jokic, I ain't saying your age is old. Like that man told me. I like how he told me. He say, age is reality, but old is a mentality. That's true. That's facts, bro. Old is a mentality. So I already know. I'm like, all right, I got an old ass mind. I'm too young to have this mind. Why am I rooting this hard for a dude with no hairline? I rooted hard for him, but I had to realize, like, damn, this didn't change. But overall, all the real ones, we out here rooting for Jimmy Butler, baby. I don't know. I think I just root against light-skinned people. I do. They were so mean to me growing up. Some of the most evil names. African booty scratcher. Spooky slave. Pink lip bitch. I got called all kind of names for my dark features. This is something I can't control, my complexion. That's why I mess with people that be pale. Pale white women, I know your pain. I can't control this. I can't control this shit either. You don't want to see me after I come from the beach, baby. You think I got melanin. You fuck around think you giving a piece of toast home. A piece of toast home. Giving a piece of toast a ride home. But I love being dark skinned though. Something about it. Dark skinned dude, it's the best because when a lady been out there in the world and she ain't been, it's something about it. A dude ain't just been giving it to her right. He just ain't been putting it on her right. It's always a dark skinned dude that come through in the clutch and give a lady what it is she been needing. Anyway, I kind of lost my train of thought somewhere through this. I started thinking about them damn Arby sandwiches I was trying to get away from. I've been meeting people and shit at all these shows and stuff like that. We got another taping. I got another taping this weekend coming up at the Riot. I'm finna do a taping, stuff like that. I'm trying to figure out what it is I'm gonna do because we got 2 shows and the taping is for 15 minutes. So I'm ready for that. I would like to do it. I told them I'd do it. I was like, yeah, I'll do it. And they got me kind of like I'm in a sweet spot on when I'm able to do it. And I'm actually thinking about doing 2 different sets. Like usually what you do is like when you have a taping, if you do 2 shows, you do the same set twice, and so they could pull from each show. They could pull from each show to make it one piece. When you watch somebody's comedy special, you're not supposed to be watching the show that happened that night. It's a different piece of art that you're supposed to be watching. You're supposed to be watching a person put this all together and have this cohesive flow to it, right? And it's supposed to be sort of telling a little bit of a story. It's a certain flow. Sometimes you can just go up there, you can just do a bunch of jokes, and that's fine too. You can do a special like that as well. But you pull from each show. Maybe the best reaction from the show. Maybe it was a way you told it. It was a way you said it. Oh no, I was really in the pocket on this one. Whatever. So you do it from that. I'm thinking about bringing 2 shirts do a wardrobe change for the second show, and do a whole other set and tell him like, hey, bro, now you got 2 recordings from me. I'm gonna nail it. I'm thinking about doing that just because so much of this shit don't matter no more. Like, it so much don't matter. Like, I put so much emphasis on. That's the hardest part. You know how they tell you, like, don't take so much stuff seriously. Don't put so much emphasis on one thing or another. It's like, it's hard to do that when I think it's easy to do that when you have other shit going on. But when it's all that you do, when it's mostly all that you do, like it's all you do, it's hard not to have any feelings or whatever in some of this stuff. It's very difficult to. That's like telling somebody like, oh man, don't take work too seriously. You like, bro, this is all I do. This is how it's like my livelihood. I can't not worry about somebody at work snitching. And damn it, they snitch on me. They're gonna mess up my money. I gotta take it seriously. So we'll see what happens, man. We got a couple weeks. Was happening. I got a question. People that out there, maybe you divorced, maybe you separated, maybe you just recently went through a breakup. When do you stop having dreams about your ex? I'm sick of these dreams. I'm dreaming about this motherfucker every night. I'm dreaming about this person every night, and they getting more and more intense. They getting scary. The dream I had last night, I had to call the police on this bitch. I was like, am I back in the relationship? The dreams, they becoming too vivid. I'm not supposed to be dreaming about getting a restraining order. You understand? That's crazy to be like, I am at the police station right now in my dream, and ain't nothing crazy happening in the dream. I'm just sitting on the bench waiting for them to call my name. Mr. Tutson, come right up, please. Can you please explain what happened, the incident that came in? She came in and she was swinging. Can you describe the suspect? Arby sandwich. Now, I'm ready to get over that, man. I'm having too much of this I can't even really get over. You know what I mean? I'm trying to go after it, though. That's the big thing. I'm just trying to, like, go at it. You know what I'm saying? What they say, full head of steam or whatever the phrase is. I don't know cliches. My daddy tried to raise us on cliches. He messed them up for years. I think I told this story before. I remember we was kids. That was my favorite thing to do. My favorite thing to do was to trip him up or say something smart. Because my dad was one of them people, when he got mad, it was his way. You know what I mean? My dad was a person, like, when he got mad, when he would get angry, he wouldn't like, my dad could never say he was wrong. He still to this day, I don't think he could be like, my bad, I was wrong on that. If he wrong, he gonna double down on the wrong. He gonna double down. He gonna double all the way down. I remember look, I'm gonna tell you a time he doubled down. I'm gonna tell you a couple stories about the time he doubled down. One time we was in Burlington Coat Factory, in there to not get coats. We was in there to look at what I'd look like if I was trying to be warm. Try that jacket on right there. Try that coat on. Yeah. Yeah. All right. When you get some money, you got to come get one like this. Take that off. That's what we was in Burlington Coat Factory doing. We was trying on coats. You know, we was just trying on coats to leave Burlington Coat Factory to be cold. So that's why I got a lot of jackets now. Anyway, we was in Burlington Coat Factory. I remember he was talking to me, and I kept saying, I was playing basketball at this time. I used to be a really, really cocky dude when I played ball. I was really, really cocky, just arrogant, but your confidence have to be high in order to play well. You have to have that. You have to feel like you're the best player on the floor. Otherwise, they're gonna demolish you. You can't be passive. You know what I mean? That's the fakest thing when you see the athletes in the interviews. They be like, well, my teammates, we just tried to go out and we just tried to try. It's They be trying to be modest. That is not how they really feel inside. Every athlete is like, I'm him. I'm the one. The ladies, they be like, yeah, motherfucker, yes, I am that. I don't know what women say. I'm the bitch. I don't know what they say. So, so I was real cocky. And my dad kept asking me something about being afraid of something or this, that, and the fourth. And I kept Marshawn lynching him. I just kept going, I fear no man. I kept going, I fear God. I fear God. No, I kept saying, I fear no man. I just kept saying that. I fear no man. I fear no man. You know what I mean? He would be like, well, what if he kept asking questions? I just kept going, I fear no man. You know what I mean? So, when you out there in the world, man, and things get crazy, it be wild. Like, yeah, but I fear no man. You know what I mean? So he got mad. It was like, you fear no man, huh? You fear no man? Yeah, you fear man. You fear me? And I was like, I got a little quiet, like, oh, where's this going? He was like, yeah, you fear me? I know you fear me. You say you fear no man? I'm like, I fear no man. He was like, I bet if I said, shut the hell up before I punch you in your goddamn face, you'll fear me then, huh? I'm like, well, I guess, yeah. I don't think I'd be scared, but I think I'd be, I think I'd just be expecting a punch to come at that point. What was the point of you saying that, Dad? You just wanted me to be afraid of you? What was your childhood like? Did you hear his childhood? You'd be like, oh, I get it. You never got to beat your daddy up? Some of you men that walk around angry and bitter, just go punch the shit out your daddy. If your daddy is still around and you are an angry man, you should just walk up and punch him in the face. And I guarantee you'll be less of an asshole in this world. I've never hit my daddy. I have no desire to punch my dad. I've already kind of dealt with all of everything I've had to deal with in that regard because whatever. It's a whole other thing. I don't have. Well, I'll tell you why. I don't have rage in me that's like connected to anger. I don't have. I'm sorry. I don't have rage in me that's connected to violence. I can't hurt anybody. When I get upset, I get mad or whatever like that. I just be upset and I just overthink it and be like, damn, man, I could have said this, I could have said that. I be trying to think of ways I could have said something to de-escalate a situation, but also establish my respect within it. That's why I be at like, damn, man, I wish I'd have said this because he would have knew, like, you know what I'm saying? He ain't got to talk to me like that. You know what I'm saying? That's the stuff I think about. Some of these people, they get like, man, but all you people walk around mad and angry and making faces and stuff. What's up, homie, with the leaf blower? He back again. Bad Bunny on low with the leaf blower on loud. So that was one time. This is another time. This is a funnier time. My dad used to try to like raise us through cliches, right? He had a temper. He had an anger problem. He had an anger problem. He would just get mad. He wouldn't get mad and get violent. He would get mad and threaten violence. You know what I mean? We was kind of raised off of like hypotheticals with ellipses. You know what I mean? You be talking and my dad would be like, if you don't shut your ass up. And you don't, you did like, you never knew what was the consequence. Like, okay, if I don't shut up, then what? So it was a lot of that. He was an angry guy. So he was trying to like, he would always try to get us on cliches. So he was trying to teach us about waking up on time and being timely. Don't be late for stuff. Don't show up an hour late for your show. Be on time. So he would come and he was like, man, look. But he would try to tell us the cliche, but then he would forget the cliche. He came in one time, never. He was like, man, you can't be being late for school, man. You can't be out here being late for school. So you got to make sure you get up on time. You know what I mean? Because the early bird, man, the early bird, he Yeah, he um yeah, he do whatever he want to do, son. That's what the early bird do. It was like, so I tried to correct him. I was like, the early bird gets the worm, right, Dad? This what he got mad. He was like, ain't that what? Don't he want the worm? Ain't that what he wants? So that's what he want to do, right? He got the worm because he wanted the worm. Therefore, the early bird do what he want to do. Sound like we saying the same thing. Just go to bed and make sure you wake your ass up on time. I was like, man, I'm just trying to help you out. I would love to see a pastor get tripped up like that in the middle of the sermon. Like he try to reference another scripture. He be like, and Moses said in Exodus. Be like, bro, what you doing in that study? You had a whole week to remember Exodus. You gonna show up on Sunday and forget. I wish I could be me more. I'm gonna try to do this more. I like doing this podcast. It's just chill. It's a good vibe. I hope I'm helping people just get through a beat. I'm as y'all can see, these been coming out. I'm trying to have them come out regularly on Wednesdays. I think Wednesdays is my day. I like hump day. Wednesday was always. I love Wednesdays. I hate Tuesdays. I've been robbed 9 times. I think all of them was on a Tuesday. I don't think I've ever been robbed on the weekend. That's weird. I would think that would be the time, but I think it's something about it. I've always been robbed in the middle of the week. There's always been a Tuesday. Somebody broke into my house. Me and my brother kept saying it when they broke in the house. We just kept looking at each other, go, bro, it's just Tuesday, bro. Now we got to figure out a way to. It's Tuesday. I don't like Tuesdays. Wednesdays I like. Wednesday is always. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think hump day is my day. Hump day is when I'm supposed to deliver these. So this will come out. So happy Wednesday to everybody, because that's when you'll be seeing this. Happy Wednesday. Thank y'all very much for being supportive. Like I said, June 9th, man, please go download my Curse comedy album. It's called Blissful, BLISSFOOL. Please go download it. And just support and show love. You'll hear pieces of it on SiriusXM, which I'm proud of, man. I ain't gonna lie. This is I can't act like this ain't a dream come true. Sometimes I be trying to like play stuff down, but I can remember sitting trying to figure out how do certain things happen, what happens. But the truth is, man, when you stay true to your dreams do come true. So, thank y'all for listening to another episode of the Tutson Interruption. I'm Trey Tutson. I'll see y'all next week for another episode. Adios, everybody. Don't no man want to stick his meat in an Arby sandwich.